inhabitants of the World Wide Web, how's life? So, I've spoken about stereotypes before, right? In Dumb Blondes, I said about the stereotype of blonde people, blonde individuals, you know. So, I just want to talk briefly about the stereotype of teenagers, you know, just to segue into the next part of the video, because, you know me, I need a good segue. So, yeah, the stereotype for teenagers is that we're all troublemaking, antisocial little buggers and hate on all you oldies. We're all apparently rude and intimidating. And I can see why some people would think this, because a lot of the teenagers I know are quite rude and they can be intimidating. And we all apparently like getting pissed off our tits. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the only thing about all of that is true for me personally is that I wear a hoodie, though I don't wear the hoodie all the time. I only wear it as like a cardigan. I'm not antisocial, in fact I'm quite the opposite. I like talking to the elderly in Tesco's. I do. I'm sorry. I mean, just the other week I was having a banter with this old guy that I see in there every day, you know? And he is one of the loveliest people in the world. This little girl walked up to her mum. This old guy had just smiled at her, so she went up to her mum and was like, "Mummy, why was that old guy smiling at me?" And her mum was like, "Oh, don't worry, darling, he's just a weirdo." He's not a weirdo, he's just being polite. I don't find drinking to excess appealing at all. My secondary school friends always used to come in on Mondays like, "Oh mate, Saturday was thick in it," and then proceed to tell me all of their shenanigans. One of my friends and a load of his friends went to a house party and got so off their faces. They apparently went to Sainsbury's afterwards in search of toothpaste, and then they walked down the street yelling Katy Perry's Teenage Dream at the top of their lungs. And some of my other friends also went to a house party and fought over a mop. Some of the stories that they told me, I'm not gonna lie, I did laugh at because they did seem quite funny, and it probably was a lot of fun, but like I said, for them. When everyone's out clubbing and getting totally drunk at 1 AM, I'm tucked up in bed dreaming about my imaginary wedding to either Matt Smith or Katy Perry. You know, whichever one takes my fancy. Got a hair. And once, I swear to God, this is a true story, I once said to my friend, "I've never been drunk before." And he looked at me like I had a contagious disease or something. He then invited me to a house party, and honestly, I said I didn't want to go because Doctor Who was on. One of his reasons to convince me to go to this party was, "Come on, we'll be fun, we'll find out what kind of drunk you are." Now here's something you didn't know about me. I'm scared. I'm scared about finding out what kind of drunk I am. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really meant to get drunk anyway because of, you know, bad karma and everything. Trying to be a good Buddhist here, okay? Cut me some slack. But if I could get absolutely hammered, I wouldn't, because I'm too scared to find out what kind of a drunk I am. I mean, will I cry and tell you that I love you? Will I try flirting with you? I mean, I'm quite a flirty person anyway, you know, put 12 pints of cider in me and who knows what'll happen. I mean, because of alcohol, you know, you lose who you are, because it slows your brain down and makes you really stupid, and you'll do stuff that you'll regret in the morning. More than likely, you know, it has happened to friends. And I know that some people remember what they did the night before, but that still doesn't stop you from making the stupidest choices. It's like when I used to spend weekends with my dad, he'd go ferrying people around, and he'd pick his friends up from parties, and if they were drunk, and because my dad's friend had once gotten so drunk, he went to pick her up, and she really creeped me out. She got in the car and started to chat to me about like some really weird topics, and bear in mind I was like 14 and really shy at the time, and she started to stroke my hair like, "If you ever need anything, here's my number and call me. I'm always here for you." And I was like, thanks. But on the inside I just wanted to karate chop her and be like, "Bitch, get the F off me." Besides, I didn't really know this woman that well. She was treating me like I was her daughter. I was like, what is this? My idea of a good time isn't grinding up against some dude that I don't know in a club. My idea of a good time is either staying at home all day on the internet, staying at home with a blanket, a pizza, Ben and Jerry's ice cream, watching rom-coms and comedies. That is what I'll do. You know, if someone says, "Oh yeah, we should totally go out," cinema, meal, home. That is it. I will not, like, you know, if I ever went to university, my first year of university, I would not get the student experience because I don't want it. Do you know what I mean, Harry? Do you know what I mean, Harry? Harry, do you know what I mean? Anyways, what do you think about this? Do you get drunk often, or have you ever been drunk before? What antics can you tell me about you being drunk? Let me know, and wherever you are in the world, have a great week, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye!